to July's cupcake tasting. Our cupcake panel today is Anthony, Cullen, Lindsay, and Megan.
And I almost threw it out, but then I was like, that's really bad karma, so I didn't throw it out, and so I left it in.
The first cupcake is the root beer float cupcake from Dixie Crystals. All right, enjoy.
That's super good.
You can definitely taste the root beer flavor in the cupcake.
I think it's just the frosting. It's like very light, and I like how fluffy it is.
Yeah. There's root beer in the cake?
There is.
There is. It tastes like a chocolate cake.
Yeah, I like how not only is the cake really moist, but the topping is also it goes really well together because it's just a whole like moist cake. It's not like a little too dry and then too moist. It's like just so much wetness.
I clearly really liked mine. I think the frosting is my favorite part. I think because so often I associate frosting with like grocery store frosting. So this is like so light, so light and fluffy, and it's a good like balance with the cake that's a little more dense and.
Yeah, I think it pairs well because the cake is really moist, and so with the lighter icing, it doesn't have that heavy like buttercream on top of it. So it's, I don't know, it pairs really well. Awesome.
Yeah, I thought it worked well with like the height of it because like I was really worried about it doing so much, but it goes smoothly.
The second cupcake is the French toast cupcake from the Smart Cookie Cook. All right, enjoy. It's very sticky.
It is
very wet.
Frosting is very thick and very sweet.
The frosting is a bit more dense than what I would generally like on a cupcake.
Yeah, it's very very sweet.
It's really sweet.
I'm okay with it though.
Now, does it taste like a frosted muffin to you?
It's definitely a cupcake. Just because I would say the moistness of the cake versus something more dry in a muffin. The maple flavor is really nice.
The cupcake consistency is, it reminds me of like a coffee cake.
I like the texture of the frosting though. It has a little like sugary crunchiness to it, which I really like.
Muffin or cupcake helps me justify eating this early in the morning, so I think that's the guy.
The third cupcake is the Reese's cupcake from Cooking Classy.
Action.
All right, enjoy.
Oh wow.
The consistency of the cupcake is much different than the other ones. It's much more moist and sticky. Yeah.
It has like a really tacky feeling in your mouth.
The cake is a little too moist for me to be a cupcake. It just it tastes good, but it's just so wet that and sticky that it's a little not hard to eat, but
It's a challenge to
it doesn't taste like a cupcake.
Yeah.
It's more of a
more like a cake. Like a wet.
It's almost like a molten cake or
Yes.
something. It's
I really like the icing. It's definitely full on peanut butter taste.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice consistency. It's not too heavy and dense, but it's not like that really light whipped icing either.
It's really velvety, and I like the Reese's with it.
Yes.
It's nice. I almost just want to eat it.
That's acceptable. The fourth cupcake is the banana cream cupcake from Everyday Desserts blog.
Action.
All right, enjoy.
I think that this one has the most like attractive appearance out of all of the cupcakes. Looks really nice.
This is more muffin-like. I could justify eating this for breakfast. These
This
are
too.
important things, yeah. kind of want something gooey in here. Like I kind of want bananas in here, like actual chunks of it.
Or like a
filling.
Yeah.
or like a pudding or something. Like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Banana something.
It's just different because it's a cake, so it's a lot more dry. But I mean, the overall taste is very similar. But like when I eat banana cream pie, it's just so wet, and like they were saying, a filling would be nice in here, so it would be more like a banana cream pie rather than this is obviously just a plain cupcake.
I just want more texture, and I think I want something besides the taste of the banana and the sugar. I don't know
Even if it's something else, banana, but something like gooey and...
Yeah, or even like nuts or something, just something with more texture and depth, because I think this is a good base, but I feel like I would want spice and I would want something else to kind of balance.
Okay, so what do you think? Let's start with the root beer float.
I think the texture of that one is definitely my favorite in terms of like what I think of classic cupcakes. It's like the most classically made, like the density and the moistness and the way that it's put together.
The frosting was my favorite. I thought it was the most impressive just because I would never expect a root beer flavored frosting. So it was really nice and it wasn't overpowering.
Yeah. Especially one that was so like it had that bubbly feeling and it was so light and airy and very reminiscent of a root beer float.
It was the most interesting flavor for me, for sure. Just because I don't know about you, I've never had a root beer flavored
Anything.
anything.
Other than candy or root beer. Okay, so then the next one, the French toast.
I don't usually really like very dense icing or frosting, but I felt that with that particular cupcake, it paired really well.
It was the sweetest. It was definitely the sweetest, but yeah, the maple flavor was so prevalent, and it was the only one that also I think included some other spices. I did like even though the cake was very sticky, it had a nice density to it.
All right, what about the Reese's?
This is RC. This is like something you'd give your 2-year-old to like
Go to town.
go to town on because you as an adult, you're like, I can't get it into my mouth. But it definitely has some of the best flavor, I think.
The idea of the cupcake is I enjoy unwrapping it and eating it with my hands, and there's no way you can do that.
Even the unwrapping is hard.
It's hard.
With that.
Everywhere,
That was
yeah.
kind of disappointing because if you did want to unwrap it, you couldn't. There's no option.
Last one, banana cream.
It was my favorite. Fan of the pie. It was a little too dry to compare it to the actual banana cream pie, but it was my favorite overall. It was very classic tasting. There wasn't too much sweetness.
I felt that the icing on that one actually was really sweet for me, and just because it was plain vanilla icing, I didn't enjoy it as much as like the French toast one, because when that one you have these different interesting flavors as opposed to just standard icing that's just really sweet.
I think this one had the most I think it had the best appearance. Very, very attractive. But then, so I had really high hopes for it, but it was a little, it was very straightforward, a little plain.
Yeah, I think aesthetically is the most beautiful one here. And when I was looking at it, that's the one that I really, really wanted to eat the most.
Yeah.
But it really does fall a little short in terms of like flavors that I really wanted, and I kind of always want more vanilla wafers. So
Always.
always.
All right, so it sounds like you made your decision.
Yes.
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 I was at my apartment and I almost threw it out, but then I was like, that's really bad karma, so I didn't throw it out, and so I left it in.
And the winner is the French toast cupcake. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to our cupcake panel, Anthony, Cullen, Lindsay, and Megan. Today actually wraps up our monthly competitions, so check back soon. We'll be starting in on our semifinals and then ending with the finale to find out what cupcake was the best cupcake on My Year of Cupcakes. Check out the website, myyearofcupcakes.com, on Twitter and Instagram at Year of Cupcakes, and Pinterest, My Year of Cupcake. And I'll see you soon.